Hello StarCraft fans, this is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. And with me today is a special guest. It is Hartless.
Hello, how's everyone doing today?
Oh, we're doing just fine, thank you so much. So here we have a PvZ on Prion Terraces between MCanning and Revy. So let's go ahead and introduce the players and see what they have in store for us today. In the bottom right of the map, we have the blue Zerg player representing Inspire. It is the blue Zerg player, Revy.
And playing in the top left-hand corner, playing for Flipside Tactics, it is MCanning. I actually really like watching MCanning. He's got some great matches. I just casted an amazing hold of him versus Terran the other day. He's got some good stuff. I'm looking forward to see what he has in stock for this match.
Yeah, absolutely. MCanning has a lot of replays on LOTV.spawningtool.com if you want to check him out there. That's where we got this replay from. A nice resource for those of you who do like watching Legacy of the Void replays. And yes, Prion Terraces, what are your thoughts on this map for PvZ as a Protoss player?
As a Protoss player, I actually like using Sky units because with Sky units, you're able to abuse that third base position of the gold. There's a lot of different angles in on it, and also possibly being able to go around into either the natural or the primary base. Sky is a very good strategy on this map.
Alright, so meanwhile, Revy went for 3 hatches before pool, before extractor. There's the third hatch, there's the extractor, and there's the pool now here at the 1 minute and 40-second mark. Again, 3 hatch before pool. I don't want to say it's insane. It's fairly viable, especially on this map if you can hold that third base. But especially when MCanning is going for that proxy or the Nexus first build, there's definitely no pressure that can come out anytime soon to try to stop this from Revy.
Yeah, MCanning went ahead and he did the Nexus first before seeing the 3 hatch. If he had saw the 3 hatch before he put down the Nexus, we might have been seeing a different build. Maybe I don't know, maybe like even up to a 3 gate opening or something like that, something a lot more pressurable. But in this case, I think Revy's going to be fine because MCanning's decided to go for something a little bit more economic, so he's not going to have that force out fast enough. It's
just the problem is trying to out macro a Zerg on this map where there's so many gold bases just seems like a losing proposition. I'm not sure if MCanning can pull this off. But here we go. He has both of his gateways up now, and immediately he is making... Come on, use these Adepts. Okay, so 2 Adepts coming out of these gateways. Both are being Chrono Boost using both of the Nexus that are available to him. And 2 Adepts are on the way. However, my big concern here is that the spawning pool is up. Speed is about 15-20% completed, and Queens are on the way. I worry that by the time the Adepts show up, there will be a ton of Speedlings or Slowlings, as the case may be, and just get a full surround on the Adepts and make them completely ineffective.
Yeah, it's going to be very difficult for MCanning to be able to do any damage here, because that is going to be, from what it looks like that's going to be a lot of lings, because he has saved up a lot of larvae, and yeah, 10 lings out on a batch. I don't think MCanning is going to be able to get anything out of this.
Yeah, he's going to try to make it work. Adepts, again, they do 2-shot lings. They do 23 damage per shot versus light, and here they come up immediately doing the psionic transfer ability to try to check things out. There are 4 lings here. MCanning's pretty happy about that. 4 lings not enough to take down this many Adepts, but they cancel the psionic transfer. Kind of sit out here on the creep, look for some drones to kill, but here come additional lings. There are so many lings on the field, 6 more in production, forcing these Adepts back, and I think MCanning recognizes there are too many lings for me to handle. Yes, I can 2-shot these guys, but there are just way too many to fight through. It's like fighting against the swarm, surprisingly enough. And going to go ahead and try to psionic transfer his way back home. Will he make it? I think he will. And yes, he does.
This. 24 lings in production. A bunch of them are about to pop. But this is a lot of lings by Revy. I don't think I've ever seen this many lings this quickly in a PvZ.
Yeah, this is insane. The lings might have had a chance to actually force a cancel on that Nexus, but instead they go up the main ramp into the natural. Now going after that Nexus. However, Photon Overcharge is now available. Both of those pylons have finished. Again, Photon Overcharge doesn't 1-shot lings. It does a 2-shot on the lings. Not super effective, but again, it is enough. Lings catching a sentry outside those force fields. There are 2. Oh no, and a force field. Oh, a sentry inside the force field dies too. Another one dies at the same time. He needed those sentries so bad to hold this, and now the ling flood continues to attack his front door.
At this point, is there anything MCanning can do to hold this? That is so many lings that are being built. This is crazy.
Oh, there's the cancel on the third Nexus. Nothing was even attacking it, but I think MCanning recognized, okay, this is too many lings. If they turn their attention at all to the Nexus, it's gone. going down. One gateway is being transformed into a gate or a warp gate. Doesn't actually happen. Lings on top of all of these probes and the sentries. More probes coming in and trying to help, but this is too many Lings. A force field doing some amount of help there, but not really. And now the Adepts are forced to hold the line into the main.
It's just not enough damage by MCanning coming out. Yes, the photon overcharge is going to be able to push them away for a little bit, but what does MCanning have to hold this? Yeah, he's putting down 2 more gateways so he's going up to 6. He's going to have 4 warp gates going on at a time, but I don't know if he's going to be. Is he going to be able to hold this?
I don't know if he is. That second Nexus is down to about 50% health. Again, more and more Lings continue coming. 14 in production from Revy. All these pylons are definitely, I was going to say definitely going to fall, but instead the Lings regroup and come in here into the natural. Going to kill some more probes, it looks like. Oh, the probes are so brave to come out and try to mine, but no, not going to happen. And what do Lings want to kill next? They might try to sneak off into the main base. There are a lot of Adepts here, though. A big number of Adepts, actually. There are 8 total. Is this enough to kill this many Lings with photon overcharges? Might be enough. And there's the surround. Full surround on the Adepts. They're attacking as fast as they can, but without the Resonating Glaives upgrade, it's not that fast at all. However, the Lings are slowly starting to die. Transfer gets them on out of there. 28 Lings on the way from Revy, and MCanning trying to hold on with all he has.
And now we find ourselves in an interesting situation, though, because this entire time, Revy has been producing so many Lings that he hasn't made a single drone in minutes. And MCanning right now, I think the longer this goes, the more this is going to favor him.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like Revy wasn't really teching at all, wasn't droning up at all. However, I mean, honestly, he does have a lot of money, and he does have, how many larvae? Not that many larvae, kind of larva starved. I was going to say he might be able to make a big swell of drones here to try to catch back up, or try to get that economic advantage, but he's continuing to make Lings, 14 more. MCanning is walling back off again. He has more sentries for those force fields. The mothership core has enough for a photon overcharge. Oh no, it wasn't a full wall. Lings come around the backside and try to kill those sentries. However, the Adepts do manage to save them, and the Lings are sent back once again.
At this point, like I said, the longer this goes, the more this is going to favor MCanning, because MCanning has a stronger economy. He's up by 6 workers right now, and it's going to keep going because he keeps producing probes. And the more sentries MCanning gets, the longer he's going to be able to hold this. And some of these Lings are actually getting really low and just dying off like there's no tomorrow. I think MCanning has held this, and Revy is going to have a difficult time, because now MCanning is so far ahead in economy that Revy's not going to be able to keep up with the production of MCanning, especially with 8 gateways now. 8 gateways!
Yeah, 8 gateways and a robotics facility off of 2 bases here. A lot of sentries, a bunch of Adepts. And I don't know, and Revy is making a bunch of drones right now, so he is actually up 37 to 35. The Lings coming back on in. Force fields actually trapping the Lings inside this little area of death. Adepts killing what they can. More and more Adepts being warped on in here. And every single Ling in here is definitely going to die. Pretty good force fields again from MCanning. One Ling does manage to escape with its life at 6 HP. But again, it's 40 to 39 workers. The gold base is going to favor Revy here. He just now is getting his Roach Warren. He is just now going for a lair, and MCanning smells blood.
Yes, he does. He smells the blood. He's ready to go, because yes, they're currently tight on workers, but beforehand, MCanning was a good amount ahead in economy, and so he had more production. He has a bigger army, and he's just ready to kill. He's going to come in here. He's going to shut down this 3rd base and probably get a good amount of drone kills. And who knows? It might end up just being straight GG.
Yeah, at this point, that's a pretty big army. What is left here for Revy is 9 Lings and 3 Queens, and that is it. This is not looking good at all for our Blue Zerg player. Few drones here are going to die. Some pretty good force fields, catching a bunch of them. Adepts continue to stream across the map here. Stutter Step Micro on display from MCanning. The hatchery definitely going to fall. More Adepts rolling into this natural base. The first Roaches are starting to stream out here. 11 total Roaches with some Lings might be able to do some good damage here. But again, the Roaches, if they're just in piecemeal, attacking in groups of 2 or 3, might not be enough. However, it looks like MCanning is happy taking down that hatchery. Going to back on out and plant his own 3rd Nexus at the gold.
And at this point, the damage has been done. With the Warp Prism coming in, being able to warp directly in on these engagements, with 8... But seriously, with 8 warp gates, is there anything Revy can do to hold this? I don't think so. Here in a little bit, MCanning is going to come for another push. He's going to go straight into the army, take it out, and go into the natural and start wrecking it. I don't know what Revy can do, because that is so many Adepts and a lot of sentries too. I mean, yeah, I think I'd like to see some stalkers in this composition as well, just for a little bit more DPS, but I don't think Revy's going to be able to hold this when it comes.
I like the roaches. The problem for the roaches, though, is the 3 photon overcharges that are available to that mothership core. Ravagers on the way. Again, an excellent choice. Immortal count is 1. Immortals do excellent against roaches, especially if they're not getting hit themselves. And is going to go for it. Good force field trapping 5 of the roaches on the inside, trying to come from the outside. The Ravager's not even engaging here. Oh no, Roaches is getting trapped, trying to attack what they can. The Stalker, the Immortal, though, is already up to 3 kills. And the Roach is forced to retreat there. Corrosive Bile is being thrown on down, trying to kill stuff, and that's it. A GG from Revy. Revy's defeated. MCanning's victorious, and Revy has left the game.
That was very well played by MCanning. That was a great hold. That was a fantastic, fantastic hold at his natural. I didn't, honestly, for a little bit, I didn't think he was going to be able to do it.
No, me neither. And I'm trying to decide, maybe if Revy had actually taken down that second Nexus instead of trying to run up the ramp and trying to kill other stuff, if he would have been in a better position. I think maybe if he decided to snipe down that second Nexus and then just start droning up like crazy back home, because MCanning would have to sit in his base for a while after that. There's no way he's being too aggressive and then just come with your Roach Ravager push. It would have turned out better for him. Absolutely. But as it stands, he kind of overcommitted to Lings, and that cost him.
Yep, and unfortunately for Revy, that got him the loss, but hey, what a wonderful play by MCanning. There's a reason he's GM, man.
It's true. It's very, very true. All right, so that's it from us. This has been Falcon Paladin and Hartless with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. If you haven't checked out Hartless's channel yet, go ahead and do so. I'll put a link here in the top right so you can see what he's all about. He is also about the daily Legacy of the Void stuff. You can find me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /Falcon Paladin. You can find Hartless on Twitter and Facebook at /HeartlessSC.
Yes.
Are you on Twitch?
Yes, I am.
All right, also on Twitch at HeartlessSC, very standard across all platforms there. And until next time, as always, thanks so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
Seems like any other summer's evening. But tonight is special. No one knows why the creatures here are so special effects. After 17 years underground, creatures are still. Just to prove her wrong.
Well, just get back to me when you have an answer. Thanks, one thing on the telephone.
You know better than to interrupt me. Say I'm busy and hang up.
All sorts of creatures now appear, including some really unexpected ones. They spend their days underground and only emerge at sunset.
About 3 days later, she was good and ready. So she put on about ½ a pound of makeup, fixed it up with a veil, and set forth to see the mill in person.
I've waited 20 years for this call. Now the mill can wait until I'm good and ready.
At first, there are merely thousands, but soon more than 1 billion swarm all over the forest. The biggest emergence on the planet is underway. But as night falls, they're transformed. The hunted become hunters.
It was her time to go. It was her time to go. Kill her, and you're gonna pay. Kill her.
all sorts of creatures of nocturnal life.